Minglewood was actually originally the Minglewood Coal and Ice Company. They went out of business around the 1950s. The refrigerators and natural gas became very popular, so there wasn't really a need for coal or ice anymore. So this building was actually a radiator repair shop. They fixed radiators in here until we purchased it in 2014. And it was a bit of a nightmare, but we started fixing it up. I mean, it rained harder in here than it did outside. It was horrible. As we were fixing up, we had been thinking about distilling, we were kind of playing around with it, and we just thought it would be such a unique business to put into town here. We make a vodka that's made from 100% wheat, and we get that wheat from Seville, just north of Wayne County. We make a gin, and it's a very nice, like a citrus style gin, so it's very light, very approachable. Then we make a couple different kinds of whiskey. We make a rye whiskey that's just over 2 years old now, and that's mostly rye, a little bit of corn. Goes really great in cocktails like Manhattans or Old Fashions. We make a bourbon that's mostly corn, a little bit of rye, and that is really nice, really sweet, has a nice vanilla kind of hints that's starting to pick up from the oak. And then we also make a cinnamon whiskey. And that one is kind of our take on a lot of flavored whiskeys out there. A lot of them are really too syrupy or they're over the top on flavor. So the idea is to be a bit more of a simpler, easy to drink flavored whiskey.
You have to like what you make. So we obviously lean towards something that appeals to us. In the case of our bourbon, we chose a high rye bourbon, which tends to have a little more bite to it, a little sharper flavor, but that's a flavor that we prefer. A great example with our vodka, we chose to use wheat as the main ingredient. A wheat vodka tends to be softer and lighter, and for us, that's the type of vodka that we prefer.
They're going to find a really helpful staff member, a host we like to call them, is going to help them kind of explain what we do here, what kind of products we have. They can do a tasting where they can sit down and try different products, and they'll kind of get a little spiel about each one, kind of explain what makes it unique, and good cocktail ideas, things like that for the spirit. We also are going to start up doing tours. It's about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour long, and that involves a tasting of all of our products as well as a really in-depth tour of how we make every single thing we do here.
All right, this is where the magic starts. This is our mash vessel, or this is where we begin the cooking process of the grains. So what we'll do is we'll introduce the grain to about 180-degree water, and that's where we'll convert the starches of the grains into a sugar. Once we've completed the mash process, we go ahead and we put the grains in the still and we do the distillation, and from there it go ahead and we put it in oak barrels, and after it's aged appropriately, we go ahead and we do the bottling process. The part I enjoy the most is that what we're putting in this bottle is truly made by us, and the quality and every detail we control of this process. And we know exactly what our customers are going to get every time. Imagine making a product with your son, and it's something that you and him bottle together, but it might be a product that I never even see open. It may be 20, 25 years before that barrel is ever opened. So starting a product that turns into almost a legacy, if you will, is one of the really intriguing parts about the distillery business.